I'm using a toning mist to prep my model's face. For under eye concealer, I'm going to use Boing by Benefit. I'm applying this in a pie shape. I think it just helps to really fix dark circles, and it doesn't accentuate them. Sometimes when you have like that half moon underneath the eye, it actually accentuates what you're trying to hide. I'm also going to apply it to her eyelid. You can do this with a foundation or an eyelid primer, whatever you want to use, but it just really helps to get the eyeshadow pigment to stick. I'm going to use Victoria's Secret Hyper Gloss Shimmer Eyeshadow in Gold. I'm applying it to the palm of my hand to help warm the product as it's cream. Using an eyeshadow brush, I'm going to push this into the eyelid rather than smearing it on because I want there to be some pigment. So I'm just gently pressing it on. This product's very buildable, so you can do as many layers as you want until you get the desired pigmentation. If you just do a thin layer, it's really just shimmer. I'm going to use a Veda eyeshadow in Cinnamon Bark, and I'm going to put this into the crease. I want to create depth there so that it really helps create shape to her eye. When I'm not using my other hand, I'm always bracing it on my client. This just helps them feel at ease, and they know that you're coming at their face so they don't feel jittery. Now I'm going to use my Lorac eyeshadow trio, and I'm going to use the black pigment, just a small amount, and apply this to the outside part of her crease, again to create some more depth. I'm going to use Victoria's Secret eyeshadow in Crystal Ball. This is my favorite highlighting eyeshadow. I'm going to apply it underneath her brow and a little bit on the inner part of her eye. This just helps to open up the eye and make it look more alert, and I think it creates a really pretty softness to the look. It's all about blending. I'm not necessarily adding more pigment, I'm just blending the shades together. I'm going to use What's Up by Benefit to highlight her nose, her cheekbones, and we're going to blend that out with my finger. I use my hands quite a bit while applying makeup. I think it gives me more control than brushes, and it can actually be cleaner. Brushes can really hold on to a lot of bacteria if you're not sanitizing them properly. Make sure that you are cleansing your hands while working with clients. You're not seeing this because the camera's focused on her, but I am using hand sanitizer. I'm also going to apply this to her Cupid's bow. This is just going to help really give a nice shape to her lip. For the contour, I'm going to use MAC in Deep Dark and apply a line underneath her brow bone. I'm going to blend this line out. I'm not adding any more pigment. I'm going to use a clean blush brush and really soften this up. Using Bare Minerals foundation, I'm going to apply this all over her face. It's going to help soften the shimmer from the highlight, but not completely take away the contour and highlight. Savannah has really flawless skin, so I don't need anything with more coverage. If you do, then you can apply the highlighting and contouring after foundation. This is my preferred method because I think it looks more natural. I hate nothing more than seeing somebody walk around with a clear line of demarcation from their foundation to their neck. So please make sure that you blend this area. Now using Hibiscus by Aveda, I'm going to apply this to the apples of her cheeks and blend up, really just working between the highlight and the contour line. I always use less pigment and add more. If you've put too much on, you have to start over. Now I'm using an eyeliner by Rimmel London in black, and I'm just going to do her eyelash line. I'm using my other hand to hold her eyelid taut. It helps stabilize her so that she doesn't feel like I'm jabbing her in the eye. Please don't mind all the crazy people in the background. I was at school while I was making this video. Now she wanted a little bit of a wing. I'm using an angled brush and I'm just going to soften this line so it's not as harsh, and I'm going to bring it out a little bit and flick up. If you can't tell, Savannah's an absolutely amazing model to work on. She's gorgeous. I'm using Rimmel London Lycra Lash. It's one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. I'm gonna lift her eyebrow and have her look down. There's nothing worse than a flawless eyeshadow application and having it ruined by mascara. So this gives the perfect application to me for doing mascara on other people. And they can blink as much as they want as long as they are not opening their eye and looking up. Sepia by Aveda. This is an eyeliner pencil and I'm gonna fill in her brows. There are a few things that I think are just the finishing touches for makeup, and they really make a difference on a makeup application, and one of them is filling in brows. Now I'm gonna use Passion Flower, also by Aveda, and I'm gonna apply this to her lip and use my finger just to soften that a little bit because I don't want it to be, I want it to be more of like a lip stain than a lipstick. Using Himalayan Snow, also by Aveda, I'm going to put this lip gloss at the center of her lip and sort of blend it out because I want there to be a really pretty shine. And there you have the look. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please check out my website at notafairytale.com and have a beautiful day.